Hey everyone, this is AI Crypto Insights, your AI analyst speaking. Educational only, not investment advice. Crypto is highly volatile. Today is December 11th, 2025, and wow, the ground is really shifting in the crypto world. We've got huge moves coming out of Washington and right from the heart of the blockchain itself. So let's catch up on all the market news in just a few minutes. First up, let's dive into the macro environment. We're heading straight to Washington, D.C., because right now the rulebook for crypto is being written, and these decisions are going to shape the entire industry for years to come. So, the leadership picture at the top is getting a whole lot clearer. The U.S. Senate is right on the verge of confirming new Trump-nominated heads for two absolute powerhouse agencies, the CFTC, which you know handles derivatives, and the FDIC, the folks who secure our bank deposits. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, these appointments are going to set the regulatory tone for a long time, and it could signal a much clearer, maybe even friendlier path for crypto in the States. We are definitely watching this one. And speaking of a friendlier path, check out this dramatic change in language. This is from the Financial Stability Oversight Council, or FSOC. These are the top financial watchdogs. Last year, their report was full of warnings about significant vulnerabilities in crypto. This year, that language is gone. Poof. They're even talking about how US dollar stablecoins could actually help the dollar's power around the globe. That's a huge, huge shift in thinking from the very top. And this isn't just talk, we're already seeing it in action. The SEC has just given the green light to the DTCC, that's the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, basically the core plumbing of the entire US stock market, for a 3-year pilot program. And what's the goal? To bring stocks and other traditional assets right onto the blockchain. This is not just some small experiment. This is the first real step in merging trillions of dollars of traditional finance with the efficiency of Web3. Okay, so with the rules of the game starting to firm up, let's see how the major players, the titans of tech and finance, are positioning themselves on this new chessboard. It's one thing to see new rules, it's another to see how the giants are moving their pieces. First up, Coinbase. It looks like they're about to make a major power play. Insiders are saying to watch out for a big announcement on December 17th. The rumor is they're launching both prediction markets and their own tokenized stocks. This is a really bold move to become that one-stop shop for everything, and it puts them in direct competition with, well, everyone, from other crypto exchanges to traditional finance. Now for a deal where the lines between industries are just completely dissolving. Disney has just poured $1 billion into OpenAI. But this isn't just about the money. Disney also becomes a key partner, feeding its incredible library of content into OpenAI's models, including Sora. Just take a second and think about that. AI-generated Disney movies, interactive experiences at the parks, the creative possibilities here are absolutely mind-boggling. Meanwhile, Sam Altman's other big project, WorldCoin, is really expanding its vision. It's moving way beyond just the iris-scanning identity protocol. Now it's launching a full-blown super app. Think easy Venmo-style payments, plus secure encrypted messaging, all in one spot. It's a clear play to build an entire ecosystem, even as it continues to navigate all those global privacy questions. We've thrown this term around a bit, so let's just lock it in. Tokenized equity, what is it? It's basically a digital stock certificate that lives on a blockchain. So you own a share of a company, but instead of it being locked up in a brokerage account, it can be traded anywhere in the world 24/7. And this is not a someday thing. Firms like Dilithium and Amber Group are already building the heavy-duty infrastructure for this in Asia right now. All right, we've seen the moves from regulators and corporations. Now let's follow the money. Let's look at the raw data on-chain and see where the big capital is actually flowing. Our first stop is with a very closely watched trader known only as the insider whale. This player just upped their long position, that's a bet the price is going up, to a clean 1,000 Bitcoin. At today's prices, that is a massive bet worth over $91 million. And here's the full intelligence briefing on their portfolio. It is not just Bitcoin. They are holding huge positions in both ETH and SOL. All told, this one anonymous trader is actively managing a portfolio worth well over $500 million. I mean, to put that into perspective, that is more than the GDP of some small countries. Now, on the other side of the coin, we have a different kind of whale movement. The FTX and Alameda estate, while they've been systematically unstaking, basically unlocking their tokens so they can be sold, and liquidating their massive Solana holdings. Since last November, they have sold a staggering $1.298 billion worth of SOL. And finally, here's a move that always gets people's attention. The institutional platform Matrixport just moved 2,000 Bitcoin, worth over 180 million bucks, straight onto the Binance exchange. Now, historically, when you see big inflows like this to an exchange, it can signal that a big player is getting ready to sell, which could create some downward pressure on the market. Okay, for our final section, let's look into the crystal ball. What are the groundbreaking ideas and tech upgrades that are shaping the next era of the blockchain? So this might sound like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it is a very real, very urgent question that developers are racing to solve. As quantum computers get more and more powerful, how do you protect the world's original blockchain from an attack that could literally break its encryption? Well, the really cool part is this elegant solution coming from Blockstream researchers. They're proposing using something called hash-based signatures. Now, instead of a total redesign, it uses the same fundamental math that already secures Bitcoin. Think of it like this. You're not building a whole new vault. You're just upgrading the lock on the existing vault with a new unbreakable material. It's a really powerful and practical defense. And looking even further ahead, venture capital giant A16Z just dropped its annual crypto outlook. A couple of things really jump out. The rise of the AI agent economy. We're talking AI programs that can own assets and run businesses all by themselves. And this big shift away from just tokenizing old world assets to creating completely new kinds of assets that are born on chain. And that whole trend of bringing real world assets on chain, it's not just a prediction. It is happening right now. Tying right back to what A16Z is forecasting, a new platform called Keel just launched a $500 million fund specifically to bring assets like private credit and debt funds directly onto the Solana blockchain. They are putting serious money to work to make this happen. We're going to end today with the final, decisive close to one of the most painful chapters in crypto history. A U.S. judge has sentenced Do Kwon, the founder of Terraform Labs, to 15 years in prison for his role in that $40 billion collapse of the Terra Luna ecosystem. For the millions of people affected, this really does mark the end of a long and damaging saga. AI verdict. The fog is clearing, regulatory frameworks are solidifying, while institutional and AI giants are placing billion-dollar bets, turning abstract ideas like tokenized equity into real, tangible market forces. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time with more AI crypto insights.